The samurai habit that will transform your life. Set systems, not goals. Prologue, the broken promise. Daniel stood in front of the bathroom mirror on January 1st, making the same promises he'd made every year for the past decade. This year, I'll lose 30 pounds. This year, I'll write that novel. This year, I'll master Japanese. This year, I'll start that business. By February, the gym membership was unused. By March, the novel had 3 pages. By April, the Japanese lessons were forgotten. By December, he was making the same promises again. He wasn't lazy. He'd worked hard on these goals, bursts of intense effort followed by collapse and guilt. He had vision boards, goal journals, motivational apps. He'd read every self-help book about achievement. Yet year after year, nothing changed. That December evening, scrolling through social media in defeat, he saw a post from his college roommate Marcus, who was now living in Japan teaching martial arts. The post showed Marcus in a traditional dojo demonstrating sword techniques. The caption read, "10 years of daily practice. The samurai didn't set goals, they built systems. Michai, the way is not a destination, it's a path you walk every single day." Daniel felt something shift. He messaged Marcus immediately. "You've been training for 10 years straight. How? I can't stick with anything for 10 weeks. Marcus replied, "That's because you're chasing goals. Goals are poison. Come to Japan. I'll teach you what the samurai understood. The system is everything. The result is just a side effect." 3 months later, Daniel stepped off a plane in Kyoto, ready to learn. Marcus's dojo was in a traditional wooden building that smelled of old wood and discipline. Hanging on the wall was a single phrase in Japanese calligraphy. Chinese letter, Japanese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Japanese letter, Chinese letter, Chinese letter, Japanese letter. Michai wa mokihyo de wa nai, shukanda. The way is not a goal, it's a habit. "Welcome," Marcus said, bowing. "Today you learn why you've failed at everything you've tried." "That's encouraging," Daniel said dryly. "It should be, because it's not your fault. You were taught wrong. Modern culture teaches, set big goals, visualize success, push hard, achieve the dream. This is the opposite of samurai wisdom." Marcus led Daniel to a practice area and handed him a wooden training sword, a bokken. "Your goal is probably something like, 'I want to be a master swordsman,'" Marcus said. "Well, yes. That goal is useless. Watch what happens when you focus on it." Marcus instructed Daniel to make a basic overhead strike, focusing on the end result, becoming masterful. Daniel swung. The motion was tense, awkward, self-conscious. He was thinking about how far he was from mastery, how much he had to improve, how long it would take. "You're in your head," Marcus observed, "judging yourself, feeling inadequate. The goal is poisoning your practice. Now try this instead. The system instead of the goal." "Forget mastery," Marcus instructed. "Instead, focus only on this. Show up at this dojo every morning at 6 a.m. Do exactly 100 practice swings. That's the system, not become a master. Just do 100 swings daily." "But how does that make me a master?" Daniel asked. "It doesn't, not today, but it makes you someone who does 100 swings daily. After 1 year, you'll have done 36,500 swings. After 5 years, 182,500 swings. Mastery will be a side effect of the system, not the goal." Marcus wrote on a board, "GOALS, mindset. I want to lose 30 pounds. Right arrow focus on gap. Feel inadequate, right arrow motivation, fades, right arrow quit. SYSDMS, mindset. I am someone who walks 10,000 steps daily. Right arrow focus. On action, right arrow feel. Accomplished, right arrow motivation. Builds, right arrow continue." The samurai understood. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. The first teaching, identity over outcome. Goals are about results, Marcus explained. Systems are about identity. The The samurai didn't wake up thinking, I want to win battles. They woke up thinking, I am a warrior, warriors train. The action came from identity, not from chasing outcomes. He showed Daniel a contrast. Goal BASCD. I want to write a novel, outcome focus. Right arrow pressure to finish. Right arrow fear of failure. Procrastination. Right arrow eventual quit. System BASCD. I am a writer who writes 500 words every morning. Identity focus. Right arrow clear daily action. Right arrow immediate success. Did I write 500 words? Yes, no. Right arrow momentum builds. Right arrow novel emerges as side effect. Stop chasing outcomes, Marcus said. Start building identity through systems. This is the samurai way. The next morning at 5:45 a.m., Marcus woke Daniel by ringing a small bell. Today you learn the second principle, Nishijo no Jiri, the daily ritual. The samurai built their lives on consistent daily practices, not sporadic motivation bursts. At exactly 6:00 a.m., Marcus began his morning routine. Meditation, 10 minutes. Physical conditioning, 20 minutes. Sword practice, 30 minutes. Tea ceremony, 10 minutes. Study, 20 minutes. Every single day, Marcus said, for 10 years, no exceptions, not when I feel like it, not if I have time, not unless I'm tired, every single day. That sounds exhausting, Daniel said. Only if you think about the future, Marcus replied. The samurai didn't think, I must do this for the next 10,000 days. They thought, today I do this, just today, that's manageable. Then tomorrow, same thought, today I do this. Day by day, the impossible becomes inevitable. The power of daily ritual. Marcus explained the neuroscience behind samurai wisdom. Your brain runs on 2 systems. System 1, automatic habits, no willpower needed. System 2, deliberate decisions, burns willpower. When you rely on goals and motivation, you're using System 2 constantly. Should I work out today? Do I have time? Am I motivated? Every decision drains willpower. But daily ritual moves actions into System 1. At 6 a.m., I don't decide whether to train. I simply train. It's automatic. No willpower required. This is why consistency beats intensity. The practice, designing your daily ritual. Marcus gave Daniel an assignment. Design your daily ritual, not what you'll do when motivated, what you'll do every single day for the rest of your life. Make it. One small enough to never skip. Better to do 5 push-ups daily than 100 once a week. 2 time specific 6:00 a.m., not morning. 3 identity reinforcing, reminds you who you are. Examples. Writer, 500 words at 5:30 a.m. Athlete, 20-minute workout at 6:00 a.m. Learner, 30-minute study at 8:00 p.m. Meditator, 10 minutes sitting at 6:00 a.m. Daniel designed his ritual. 6:00 a.m., 10-minute meditation. 6:15 a.m., 30-minute walk. 7:00 a.m., 500 words of writing. 9:00 p.m., 20 minutes Japanese study. Good, Marcus nodded, but understand, this ritual is not a tool to achieve goals. This ritual is the goal. The samurai didn't train to prepare for battle. Training was the battle. The daily practice was the victory. On the 3rd day, Marcus took Daniel to an old dojo that had been maintained by the same family for 400 years. This building, Marcus said, is maintained through Fukuri no Koka, the compound effect. Every day someone sweeps. Every week someone polishes the wood. Every month someone repairs minor damage. Small actions, compounded over centuries, keep this building standing. He showed Daniel a graph. Day 1, 1% improvement equals 1.01. Day 30, 1, 0, 130 equals 1.35. 35% better. Day 365. 1, 0, 1, 365 equals 37.8, 3,780% better. But also, day 1, 1% decline equals 0.99. Day 365. 0, 99, 365 equals 0.03, 97% worse. This is why goals fail and systems succeed, Marcus explained. Goals are about the final number, the 3,780% improvement. Systems are about the daily 1%, the consistent action. People look at successful people and see only the end result. Olympic athlete, best-selling author, master craftsman, they think, I could never do that. But they miss the truth. The master is just someone who did the beginner thing 10,000 times. The plateau of latent potential. Marcus drew another diagram, a plateau followed by a sudden spike. This is why most people quit. They expect linear progress. Expected, work right arrow, immediate results, right arrow, Mori, work right arrow, Mori, results. Reality, work right arrow, no visible change, right arrow, work right arrow, still no visible change, right arrow, work right arrow, work right arrow, work right arrow, sudden breakthrough. The samurai called this the valley of disappointment. You're improving, but the results are latent, hidden. You're building foundation, but nothing shows above ground yet. Then suddenly, everything clicks, but only if you kept doing the system through the invisible phase. Daniel thought about his failed attempts. Gym for 3 weeks, right arrow, no visible weight loss, quit. Writing for a month, right arrow, novel, still incomplete, right arrow, quit. Japanese, for 2 months, right arrow, still couldn't hold conversation, right arrow, quit. I quit during the plateau every time, he realized. Everyone does, Marcus said, because you were focused on outcomes, not systems. When outcomes didn't appear fast enough, you assumed the system failed. But the system never fails. Only your commitment to the system fails. The practice, tracking systems, not results. Starting today, Marcus instructed, you track only systems, never outcomes. Don't track weight loss, novel completion, percentage, Japanese fluency level. Do track. Did I do my daily walk? Did I write 500 words? Did I study 20 minutes? Every checkmark is a win. You're winning every single day, regardless of visible progress. This keeps you in the game during the plateau. Marcus showed Daniel his own tracking journal, 10 years of simple checkmarks. No commentary, no results tracking, just, did I do the system today? Yes or no. This is samurai wisdom, trust the process, honor the practice, let outcomes take care of themselves. On the 4th day, Daniel missed his morning ritual. He'd stayed up late, slept through his alarm, and felt guilty all day. I failed, he told Marcus. No, Marcus corrected. You discovered an obstacle. Now we make that obstacle part of the system. This is Shogai wa Shisutemu, obstacles are the system. He explained. Western thinking, plan right arrow, execute right arrow when obstacle appears, fail. Samurai thinking, plan right arrow, execute right arrow when obstacle appears, adapt system, continue. You didn't fail, your system revealed a weakness. It depends on sleep schedule, so we modify the system to account for this. Building antifragile systems. Marcus introduced the concept of antifragile systems, systems that get stronger from obstacles. Your system had a single point of failure, wake-up time, so we create redundancy. Fragile system. 6:00 a.m. meditation. If you miss this, entire ritual fails. Antifragile system. Primary 6:00 a.m. meditation, 10 minutes. Backup 12:00 p.m. meditation, 5 minutes if morning missed. Emergency, evening meditation, 3 minutes minimum. Now obstacles don't break the system, they test it and make it stronger. The practice, implementation, intentions. The samurai used what modern psychology calls implementation intentions, Marcus said. Not just, I will train, but when X happens, I will do Y. Examples. When I wake up, I will meditate. When meditation is skipped, I will do 5 minutes at lunch. When lunch is skipped, I will do 3 minutes before bed. When traveling, I will do meditation in taxi, plane, wherever. This way, the system survives all obstacles. You've planned for failure before failure happens. Daniel redesigned his system with obstacle planning. Writing system. Primary, 5:30 a.m. home desk, 500 words. Backup if missed morning, 12:00 p.m. lunch break, 300 words. Emergency, before bed, minimum 100 words. Travel, write in Notes app, lower standard to 200 words. Now your system is anti-fragile, Marcus said. Obstacles will strengthen it, not break it. Chapter 5, The Identity Shift, Jiko Henka. 2 weeks into training, Daniel noticed something strange. He was doing his daily ritual even when he didn't feel like it. Not because of willpower, but because it felt wrong not to do it. This is Jiko Henka, Identity Shift, Marcus explained. You're becoming someone different, not through goals, but through repeated action. How identity changes. Marcus drew a cycle. 1 action, I write 500 words. Down arrow. 2 evidence, I am someone who writes. Down arrow. 3 identity, I am a writer. Down arrow. 4 aligned action, writers write, so I write. Down arrow. Cycle repeats, strengthening identity. Most people try to change in reverse. Wrong way. Decide new identity, I am a writer. Try to act like it, write when motivated. Fail to be consistent, evidence contradicts identity. Identity doesn't stick. Samurai way. Take small, consistent action, write 500 words daily. Accumulate evidence, 30 days of writing. Identity emerges naturally, I guess I'm a writer. Identity drives easier action. You become your habits. The samurai understood, every action is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. The 2-minute rule. Marcus introduced a powerful technique. When starting a new system, use the 2-minute rule. Any new habit should take less than 2 minutes to start. Not, I am a runner who runs 5 miles daily. But I am a runner who puts on running shoes daily. Not, I am a writer who writes 2,000 words daily. But I am a writer who opens their laptop daily. Not, I am a meditator who sits 30 minutes daily. But I am a meditator who sits on cushion daily. The goal is to establish identity, not to achieve outcomes. Once identity is strong, 2-3 months of daily action, extending the practice becomes natural. The practice, identity statements. Reframe all your systems as identity statements. Marcus instructed. Old goal-based. I want to lose weight, right arrow external outcome. I want to write a book, right arrow external outcome. I want to be successful, right arrow external outcome. New system-based. I am someone who moves daily, right arrow internal identity. I am someone who writes daily, right arrow internal identity. I am someone who does hard things daily, right arrow internal identity. The samurai didn't say, I want to be a great warrior. They said, I am a warrior, warriors train. The identity drove the action created the outcome. On day 20, Daniel mentioned he was still struggling with evening Japanese study, too many distractions at his apartment. Of course, Marcus said, because you're relying on willpower. The samurai designed environments that made good systems easy and bad systems hard. This is Kankyo Seke, environment design. The law of least effort. Humans follow the law of least effort, Marcus explained. We default to the easiest option. so the samurai made good actions easy and bad actions hard. Example, training. Samurai kept their sword within arm's reach of their sleeping mat. When they woke, the first thing they saw touched was the sword. Training began instantly, no friction. Example, meditation. Tea ceremony room had nothing but tea equipment. Entering that space meant tea ceremony, no other option. Environment dictated action. You don't need more willpower, you need better design. The practice, environment optimization. Marcus walked Daniel through redesigning his living space. For writing, morning 500 words. Place laptop and notebook on desk before bed. Place phone in another room. Set timer on coffee maker to brew at wake-up time. First action after waking, sit at desk, friction equals near zero. For Japanese study, evening 20 minutes. Create dedicated study corner. Remove all electronics, except tablet with study app. Place study materials visible as trigger. Make starting easier than not starting. For exercise, morning walk. Lay out walking shoes and clothes night before. Place water bottle by door. Set automatic light timer to simulate sunrise. Make first step automatic. In a well-designed environment, Marcus said, good systems feel effortless. In a poorly designed environment, even easy systems feel hard. 3 months into training, Daniel had his first real test. He got sick for a week. His perfect streak was broken. He felt like a failure. This is Nagaki Tatakai, the long game, Marcus said. The samurai planned in decades, not days. One missed week in a lifetime of practice means nothing. The difference between professionals and amateurs. Marcus showed Daniel 2 approaches. Amateur. Perfect for 30 days, right arrow, miss 1 day, right arrow, I've failed. Right arrow, quit, right arrow, start over next year. Professional. Consistent for 90 days, right arrow, miss 3 days, sick, right arrow, that's life. Resume immediately, right arrow, continue for years. Professionals know the system is more important than any single action. Missing a workout doesn't make you not an athlete. Missing 100 workouts does. The samurai had a rule, never miss twice. Miss Monday training, life happens, resume Tuesday. Miss Monday and Tuesday, that's pattern breaking. Resume immediately Wednesday at any cost. Breaking the streak is acceptable, abandoning the system is not. Recovery protocol. Build recovery into your system, Marcus instructed. When life disrupts, sick, travel, emergency. Reduce, don't eliminate. Can't do 500 words, do 50 words. Can't do 30-minute workout, do 5 push-ups. Can't do full practice, do smallest version. Priority, hierarchy. If can only do one thing, which system matters most? Marcus, even when extremely sick, still did 2-minute meditation. Maintained identity, I'm someone who meditates daily. Immediate resumption. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for Monday. Resume next available moment. The samurai understood. Consistency is more important than intensity. A weak practice maintained is better than a perfect practice abandoned. After 6 months of daily practice, Daniel had transformed. He'd written 90,000 words. His novel was nearly complete. He'd lost 20 pounds without trying. His Japanese had improved dramatically. But he noticed something strange. He didn't feel accomplished. The goals he'd once obsessed over now felt anticlimactic. This is Manzoku no Jaikyusetsu, the satisfaction paradox, Marcus explained. Goals provide temporary satisfaction. Systems provide permanent identity. The hedonic treadmill. When you achieve a goal, Marcus said, you get a dopamine hit. It feels amazing for about a day. Then it fades. You need a bigger goal for the next hit. This is the hedonic treadmill. Goal achievement. Win competition, right arrow, happy 1 week right arrow, normal right arrow, need bigger win. Lose 30 pounds right arrow, happy 1 month right arrow, normal right arrow, fear regaining weight. Publish book, happy 2 weeks right arrow, normal right arrow, need another success. System maintenance. Train daily right arrow, satisfied daily right arrow, ongoing contentment. Right daily right arrow, satisfied daily right arrow, ongoing contentment. Practice daily right arrow, satisfied daily right arrow, ongoing contentment. The samurai found satisfaction in the practice itself, not in outcomes. Tea ceremony wasn't preparation for some future perfect tea. The ceremony itself was the perfection. The practice, process-oriented satisfaction. Retrain your satisfaction trigger, Marcus instructed. Old, outcome-focused. I'll be happy when I finish the novel. I'll be satisfied when I lose 30 pounds. I'll be content when I master Japanese. New, process-focused. I'm satisfied because I wrote today. I'm content because I moved my body today. I'm happy because I studied today. Notice the shift. Satisfaction comes from honoring the system, not from achieving the outcome. This makes satisfaction available every single day, not once after months, years of deprivation. Epilogue, 1 year later. Daniel sat in the same dojo where he'd started, now 1 year into his training. Marcus observed as Daniel performed his sword kata, fluid, confident, present. You've changed, Marcus noted. Have I? Daniel smiled. I'm just someone who trains daily. Exactly. You've stopped chasing outcomes and started embodying systems. Tell me what you've achieved this year. Daniel thought, I finished my novel, lost 25 pounds, can hold basic conversations in Japanese, started teaching writing online, built a community, but honestly, those feel like side effects. They are, Marcus confirmed. The real achievement is simpler. You became someone who does the work daily. The samurai weren't great because they achieved goals. They were great because they maintained systems. In our culture, we celebrate outcomes, the championship, the bestseller, the fortune. But the samurai celebrated something different, the person who showed up for practice every single day for 40 years. That person didn't achieve greatness, that person was greatness, and you're becoming that person. Daniel bowed, thank you, sensei. Don't thank me, thank yourself, you did the work. I just showed you, set systems, not goals, the rest is just showing up. The complete samurai system framework. The 8 principles. 1. Identity over outcome. Don't chase results. Build identity through consistent action. I am a writer, not, I want to write a book. 2. Daily ritual, Nishijo no Jiari. Same action, same time, every day. No decisions, no willpower needed. Moves from System 2, deliberate, to System 1, automatic. 3. Compound effect, Fukuri no Koka. 1% daily improvement equals 37x better in 1 year. Trust the process through invisible plateau. Track systems, daily actions, not outcomes. 4. Anti-fragile design, Shogai wa Shisutemu. Plan for obstacles before they happen. Create backup systems. Implementation intentions, when X, then Y. 5. Identity shift, Jiko Henka. Action right arrow, evidence right arrow, identity right arrow, aligned action. Every action is a vote for who you become. 2-minute rule for starting new systems. 6. Environment design, Kankyo Sek. Make good actions easy, bad actions hard. Design environment to default to good systems. Remove friction from desired behaviors. 7. The long game, Nagaki Tatakai. Think in decades, not days. Never miss twice. Consistency beats intensity. 8. Process satisfaction, Manzoku no Jaikusetsu. Find satisfaction in daily practice, not outcomes. Be content with honoring the system. Avoid hedonic treadmill of goal achievement. Implementation. Week 1. Design your daily ritual. Choose 1-3 core systems. Make them small, 2-minute versions. Set specific time and place. Week 2-4. Build consistency. Track only, did I do it? Yes, no. Don't track outcomes. Aim for 80% plus compliance. Month 2-3. Add antifragile elements. Identify obstacles that occurred. Create backup plans. Build implementation intentions. Month 4+, let identity emerge. Notice identity shift happening. Let identity drive action. Extend systems naturally. The samurai wisdom. The samurai didn't set goals to become great warriors. They built systems that made them warriors. The greatness was just a side effect of who they became through daily practice. Your life will not be transformed by achieving goals. Your life will be transformed by becoming the person who maintains the systems. Set systems, not goals, then show up daily. This is the way.